Hello, my name is Continuum. I am Continuum of the ContiCast, and we have a returning special guest.
Hi, I'm Dakota.
Hello, Dakota. Welcome back.
Hi. How's it going?
It's going great. It's going great. So
That's wonderful to hear.
we have a little different podcast today. Today we're going to be talking about our favorite game, PF, aka
That's not my favorite game.
oh okay
Yeah, this
awkward
game's shit.
awkward. So Dakota, you're a PF comp player, correct?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay. Um, how'd you get here? Where'd you start?
I started playing PF in November of 2020, and I was like, damn, I'm good at this game. I want to see if there's because I've always been a competitive person. I want to be like, hey, uh, is there like a league for this? And I looked it up, and there was like SEO. So
Mm-hmm.
I joined SEO in season 4.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I was never part of any like big PF communities before that. I would just get on and play the game.
Right.
Cause like I know people like KSP came from like the Spirals server and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I just played the game and
Right.
then I showed up in SEO and then I posted an LFT and I got picked up by like a minors team
Mm-hmm.
before like the split happened.
What was
So
that team called?
that was the team was called Oopla.
Interesting. And wasn't Elias on that team too?
Elias was not on that team.
Oh.
It was like me. Well, we went through a bunch of roster changes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. We had Sage Page 590.
Whoever that was.
We had me. We had Young Charcoal, aka Phils. I don't know. It was weird. We had we got Slemnish at some point. We
Mm-hmm.
got Quern at some point before he got banned mid-season. We got Quim,
Okay.
aka Dan Monger, at some point before he got banned. We got Tom. We got Happy Pants. We went through a lot of roster changes.
That's sick. That's sick. And then after SCO, where'd you go?
I just sat around for a little bit waiting, and like I would play PFMM.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I just kind of sat around a little bit, and then PFFL started. Season 1. I finished off SCL season 4 as honorable mention, top 20, because I just played PFMM a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, our team ended up getting 7th, 8th because Kymerx decided to run it down on kill confirmed and give the team an extra point for us to lose by 1.
Right.
So and it ruined our seating. We were on the same side of the bracket as um Space Monkeys, Mom Jeans, and LBJ, which were the second, third, and fourth best teams, and then us. So it just ruined our seating.
Mm.
So
And speaking of PFFL, you were top 5 in PFFL. Can you talk about that? What?
I was as a player or as a team because I was not top 5 as a player
Well, you
ever.
were you were first picked by post
Uh,
drop.
that was that was because I went like nuclear bomb for like a weekend and was
Mm.
like dropping 80s. That was the best I ever played, and
Mm.
I just haven't been anywhere close as good since then.
Mm.
I baited pulse drop into picking me.
But you won.
So yeah, I did not do very much. I was out for a match and like uh we beat the Nick team with like a backup in. So I did not contribute very much.
Sounds like you're trying to be humble.
No, it's not being humble. It's just what it is. Like I know I make a lot of jokes, but it's like, bro, it's reality. Like it's not really a joke.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you were a top player, top 10, maybe top 15. What what can you talk about the jump that happened between how did you break into the top 10, top 15 from being an honorable mention?
Uh, I was an honorable mention because I didn't do much in SCL because of the team I was on.
Mm-hmm.
I got in PFFL. I was gonna talk about this, but that was why I brought up like the honorable mention thing. But when PFFL season 1 came around, I got asked to play by Mr. Lemonhead for a team IHOP, and so we were the second. I just kind of like worked my way up.
Okay. So let's switch our gears to the draft. You got drafted Are you shocked?
That I got drafted, kinda.
And you're drafted to a pretty good team too. What? How are you? How are you going to? Are you going to continue to play to keep up, or are you just going to be like you don't care?
I got drafted to WigPad, and then I got traded for Ready 1-to-1 trade. So, um, I'm on Scalies now. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna try my best, but hello, Marvel.
Oh my god.
Hello. What's up?
How's it going, man?
Going good.
We have an impromptu guest on the Continuum podcast.
Yeah, we have a special guest here. Hello, and there he is.
Oh, it's podcast. My bad.
Yeah,
You're okay, man.
it's okay.
So yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
But I'm old school right now, so like, no, don't mind the noise in the background.
Okay.
Okay. Come
So,
on, man.
Darius, we both appreciate you and love you very much, but we would love it if you could leave, please.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.
Thank
Bye,
you.
bye, Marvel.
Bye, Mark. I'm gonna leave that in.
Okay.
That's funny.
That is funny.
So let's shift our gears to the current.
The question was,
Yeah.
am I gonna like play?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna try my best. There are a lot of naysayers currently of the way I play, and I'm not gonna change anything, bro. I'm just gonna play. It's fine.
Hmm.
I think our team's strong enough. I think we have a solid roster. I think I'll play. Maybe I'll play fine. I'm not gonna be horrible, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna play the greatest of all time, because obviously I'm not. But
Right.
I don't know. I'll try my best. I'll shoot my gun.
Hmm.
Hopefully not get cucked by my ISP, and maybe we can like go on a run.
And do you think that you'll ever become the player that you were before, or are you just stuck to a mid-tier player?
I mean, I have a lot of bottlenecks. Maybe once, because I'm moving in January. Maybe when my ISP is better, I'll that's a little bit of a bottleneck. But I'd be lying if I said that was my only one.
Hmm.
I got some weaknesses as a player, so I don't know. Maybe one day. I don't know. I just need to get some tangible stuff to work on, because in the game I just play the way I think I should be playing.
Mhm.
And if that's not, as strong as it could be, I need to improve on that. So
Right. Okay. And your team WigPad. Let's talk about WigPad.
I'm not on WingPad anymore.
Oh,
I got traded. I got traded to Scalies for Ready 1-to-1 trade.
You're out Scalies. I have to keep up. Oh my goodness, what a bad host.
Yeah, you're out of the fucking loop.
I know. I'm sorry. I've been out of the loop. I haven't been able to play.
Fucking useless.
I've been vaulted. I got the Remster treatment, man.
Oh.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's shameless.
Scalies.
Anyway,
What's up?
Scalies. Do you think a lot of people have been saying that your team is the worst in the league, really? Do you agree with them? Do you disagree? Do you guys think you have a shot or even a chance at getting anything?
I don't think we're the worst team.
Okay.
I don't think there really is a worst team. I think that all of these teams are really like there's like a couple of really good teams, but like I think for the most part all of the teams are on like a pretty even playing field. I mean, that's the nature of a draft league. You're not gonna have like a super crazy awesome team and then like a bunch of shit teams. You're gonna have mostly even team construction.
Mm-hmm.
So I think our team's fine. We might not have like an X tier player like a Pulstrup or a Nick, but I think we have, a very solid lineup of top 20 players.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think that we have consistent players. So
Okay.
I think we'll do fine.
Okay. Now, your team comparative to some of the other teams, do you see a future? Like, you said they're not all that strong. You said there's not a stronger team, like they're all pretty balanced, but do you think that your team could beat some of these top teams, so a WigPad or a TM? Do you see your team beating them?
I think we can. I on paper, yeah, our team is probably like the weakest of the lineups, just like on paper as a team. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that we have a bunch of people who can punch above their weight, you know, and us as a group of people, I think we're more than the sum of our parts. So I think we could get some upsets in.
Okay. Okay. And speaking of upsets, what are some drafts upsets that you saw? Because a lot of people had some different answers, and I want to know yours. What were some upsets that you had in
Uh,
the draft?
I was not here for the draft, so
Oh.
bear with me.
Okay.
Um, uh, I don't actually have any. I thought people were drafted around where they should be. I don't think there was any reaches. I don't think there was any like plummets.
Okay.
I think it was mostly a standard draft.
Okay.
So
Have you seen any some any excuse me? Have you seen any not exterior X factors that you see in the draft that maybe some players that you think are gonna show up and show out, or maybe some players that you think are just gonna
uh,
show up?
I think 61 Polar is gonna have a really good tournament.
Okay.
Um, people are down on Corrin right now, but I think that guy's gonna have a really good comeback tournament, and I think he's gonna play really well.
Mhm.
I think Snaxus could surprise a lot of people. I think that guy's like really good. And I also think KSP could have like a comeback tournament because when that guy's on, he's easily a top 5 player.
Mhm.
So I think if he gets back to his PFFL late SEL form, I think he could turn a lot of heads.
Mhm. And I'm just throwing out things here, but there was a conversation that I was part of where they called you an X Factor player. Would you agree or disagree?
Uh, I disagree. I don't think I'm ever really going to have the like that type of impact on a game. Like, sure, if I'm playing poorly, then yeah, they're gonna notice it. But like, if I'm if I'm the best player on the team, if I'm performing the best, there's an issue. Because I make jokes, but it's like I'm not there.
Mhm.
So if I'm top fragging, there's an issue somewhere with our team, and like if I'm the one who's like at the top of the scoreboard, we're gonna have problems, and I don't think we're gonna win very many games.
Mhm.
So
Mhm. Okay. Do you see any underrated picks that you see going far? Some names that I've been hearing when I've been doing these. Nokia, Keanu, Epic, Misty, um, Boxy, some underrated two step. A lot of people are saying two step stocks are gonna go up. Do you see any of these? Do you see any players or even any more players that are
uh,
some underrated?
I think Sam is gonna have a good tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna level up. I think that I low key think Tiokas might have a sleeper tournament. I don't know.
Okay.
I think Tiokas is a fine player. I
Okay.
think that he's good. So
Okay. Okay.
uh maybe Happy Pants 58, bro. Maybe. I don't know.
If he shows up, if he shows up,
If he shows up, sure. But you know,
these Swedish players, they love to just sign up and not come.
these fucking baiters. Speaking of people who I mean didn't sign up at all. Where is Nine Ticks, man? Where is this guy?
That's a question for Nine
There,
Ticks. Nine Ticks,
there,
if
there,
you're watching the pod, we need you, man.
there's a Nine Ticks shaped hole in this draft, bro.
Yeah, we need you, Nine Ticks. If you're watching, we need you. But the draft, Dakota. Who do you think's going to win it all? What's the winning team?
I mean, any team with pulse is going to go far. That
Mm-hmm.
guy is a lead. That guy's a leader of men. That guy knows how to uplift his teammates. That guy knows how to call. That guy's the best player in the game. Literally dropped 100 in PFM yesterday while being like kind of an IGL. Like not like a full IGL. Like for example, PG PFFL season 2. He wasn't like the main IGL. That would like be Nolan.
Mm-hmm.
But like I think Pulse could easily main IGL.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's that good.
Okay.
Like that guy understands the game at just such a deep level that it uplifts everyone around him to
Mm-hmm.
like play a lot better. So
And
I think that team's gonna win.
okay. And understanding the game. So I just want to put it out there. We have Fry Q, we have Pro Q, and then we have Burger Q. Pro Q being the highest, the highest level of Q that you can get, and then Fry Q being the lowest for, our newer players that aren't really ready for Burger Q. and they just want to try the game out. But let's talk about Pro Q really quickly. You're a Pro Q player yourself, right?
Yeah, I guess.
What differentiates like a high Burger Q player between from the difference between like a Pro Q player? What's the difference there, and how do you break into this? Because we talk about these top tier players and all these players who are top 10, top 15, but we never really talk about how these average players, how these Burger Q players, or even players like myself, like a low tier Pro Q player, can break into that leaderboard. And
I
but you yourself have broken into that leaderboard. So how would you say to get there?
I think it's just playtime. I think the longer you play the game, the more queues you're a part of, like the more matches you actually play.
Mm-hmm.
You're just gonna understand the game better. You're gonna understand the flow of the maps better. You're gonna understand the gunplay better. I think it's just a playtime gap. PF is not a difficult game. The only really difficult part of PF for like a new player to pick up would be movement.
Mm-hmm.
But as a game, it's very simple. So I think just the more you play, it's like the more you understand it. I think most players can make Pro Q within. I think most players could make Pro Q just if they sat down and put their nose to the grindstone and played.
Okay. And we've had some new Pro Q pickups. I'll even go as far back as myself, Nokia, Joey, Keanu. Do you see any of these players performing really well in the current draft league? Because obviously, if they've picked up for Pro Q, they're obviously good enough. So do you see them showing up and showing out for their team?
Uh, I see Keanu, uh, doing well. That guy was always been a good player. He just came back. I think obviously he would be Pro Q if he just unwashed for a little bit, which he has now.
Mm-hmm.
Like that guy's a really good player. Nokia I want to talk about because this guy's like
Yep.
a new player. Like
Right.
this guy was not around SCL PFFL, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a new player and it's been really surprising. He's probably like the newest new player to really like reach Pro Q since SCL season 4 with like me and Polar.
Mm-hmm.
So and Quern. So it's like I think Nokia could really like turn some heads because I mean he's already Pro Q and he really has not been playing for that long. You
Right.
know, it's only been like 2 months.
Yeah.
So I think the more that guy plays, I think he's just gonna get better. And I don't know. I think he could be really good. So
Okay. Do you see him becoming top 10, top 5?
uh yeah, I could see him being like fringe top 10, but I think he's like around top 15 right now. If he like continues to like if he performs well this tournament, then sure. But
Okay.
as of now, I can see him maybe being top 15.
Okay. Okay. Um, Speaking of players that I think Two Step could be there as well. I feel like nobody else feels this way, but I think Two Step could get there too. But that's just my
Uh,
personal. That's my
Two
personal thing.
step two steps been around for a while. I think everyone knows he's good. I just don't think he's really, you know,
Putting
locked
in.
it in yet. I think he definitely can. He just needs to play the game more consistently.
Mm-hmm.
I think. He just needs to play more often, and I think he'll be there. So
Yeah.
I just
So
don't think he plays enough.
right. So let's talk about the draft actually, like the physical draft. There was a vote in build voting. By the way, if you're not in the PFMM server, come join. We're doing another draft league in December. So, you know, come join, check it out. If these podcasts get anywhere, if you like them, join the draft. But we're doing there was a vote for which version of warehouse we want to use. Pulse House or Warehouse C without Airport Red, and then Warehouse C with Airport Red. And a lot of people were rallying for Pulse House. Can you explain the or have you even played Pulse House, and can you explain like why people want to play Pulse House over the traditional warehouse that they know?
I haven't played Pulse House, but
Mm-hmm.
from what little I've seen of it, I think it looks like a fine. I think it looks like an improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Warehouse C, but removing Airport Red was brain dead. That was a stupid decision to make. That was actually brain dead. Um, because now I forget which side has it. I think no, it's Ghost. Now Ghost is just fucked forever. Because they just spawn because we didn't remove the airport like the apartment spawn. So now they just spawn apartments and can just walk out into police for free. There's no like head glitch that you can hold. So it sucks. If you can remove airport red, that's fine, but you need to remove the apartment spawns.
Okay. Okay. And then some other just minor votes that were being added. People were upset about null site. Can you explain why? Or like, can you explain people's unwillingness to play different maps? Do you think it's conditioning, or do you think it's something else?
I mean, I think it's just like for months, we would play, we would start Elevation, Suburbia, Warehouse, and then go back to Elevation for like months, years even. So I think it's just like there's a reason for that. It's because those are the three maps that like when you hear you think of Comp PF, those are the three maps you think of, right?
Sure.
Especially like Elevation and Suburbia. There are some vocal Warehouse haters, which I understand. So, but Warehouse and not Warehouse, Suburbia and Elevation, yeah, those are the maps you think of, and it's because they're good maps, like they're really good maps. So I think a lot of it is just a lot of people don't have enough playtime on these maps. I mean, myself included. I don't like, for me, it's like Neon. I hate that map. I think that map is horrible. But I guess I just don't understand it or something. But I really don't like playing on that map. Black Site or Null Site, I think it's fine. I think it's a fine map.
Okay.
I just don't think people have interacted with it enough to really, understand. Like, because, Elevation and Suburbia have been solved, right? I don't think we have enough playtime on a Black Site for it to be really solved yet. And I think it throws a lot of people off. So there's not really a set, like, you need to do this in order to win the game yet. So I think that's it.
Okay. And you said you think that Black Site, not Black Site, you think that Elevation is a good map. Really?
Yeah. Yes, Elevation is probably the best map in the pool.
Interesting.
It's close. It's close. I mean I love Suburbia, but I think as a map, Elevation, it's like that's the map you think of. Elevation is really good. There's a reason we always start accused with it. It's just a great map.
But I don't think so. I think.
Well, that's because you're weird.
Excuse me?
You're weird.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay. I just think the best map is Null Site, and then I think after that is Suburbia.
That's a hot take.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Null Site.
Anton thinks pretty similarly. He thinks Elevation's quite bad, and I agree with him. I think it's.
I don't agree with you guys. I think Elevation's good. I think Suburbia and Elevation are good. I think Null Site can also. I disagree with you. I like it. It's fun.
Interesting. Wow.
I think Null Site's also good. I think that the more people play it, I think people will like it more and more. But,
Okay.
I like Elevation. It's been the gold standard for years for a reason.
Okay. So, Dakota, let's shift back to your personal PF career.
Okay.
What's your favorite? Since you haven't been on many teams, who's been your favorite player to play with? You can even go up to current times in like PFMM and stuff.
I mean, it's just I don't really have a favorite player because I'm friends with I would consider everyone I've played with because like PF is a big like friend group basically. So there's not really a favorite teammate that I have because I'm friends with all the people in my teams. I will say special shout out. He doesn't really play anymore, but earlier Dan Munger, that guy I still talk to that guy like daily. That guy's so chill. I know him in real life. We live in the same city, so he's chill as fuck. But as a teammate, I think it has to be Pulse. Like that guy, I think very highly of that guy. I think he's really fucking good. I think he has a great mental. And I think he's like a great IGL. So I probably Pulse as a player, I think is my favorite teammate that I've played with.
Okay. And now, contrary to that, who's your worst? Like, when you see them on your team, you just don't want to play the game.
I mean, I don't really hate anybody that I've played with. I think everyone that I've played with has been a good player who tries their best. So I don't think there's a player that I've hated playing with or even disliked playing with.
Okay.
I'm chill with the people who are on my team. I can sure I've had scuffles with people in the PF community before, but I think when it comes to like actually playing in matches and actually playing, it's like we could put differences aside to try to win the game. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I don't think in game it doesn't matter. So
Mm-hmm. And I think I'm gonna call out some names here, but Bounty Hunter, that was a beef that I didn't know about until recently, and you put that aside to play. Can you talk about that? Was that
I,
was that hard for you, or was that just something that you didn't care about?
there, at least from my end, there's no beef between me and Jay Benny. I don't like. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, him and even an extension Nick, I don't think like me very much, which is fine. I can come off, as annoying and abrasive, so
Mm-hmm.
I understand it. But at least from my end, there's not really, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I just play the game,
You play to
so
win.
I play to win, and I don't think that I don't think there's really anything to put aside, at least from my POV. I'm just here to play,
Hmm.
so.
Okay.
It,
Okay.
if it was hard for him to put it aside, I appreciate it for us winning because we won that season, so it
Mm-hmm.
was worth it.
Right.
But at least for my POV, I don't have a problem with the guy. So
Okay. And let's shift back to current day. You came back. You took a break. And then you came back and you instantly got pro Q. Can you talk about that? Like how was the shift from playing TF2 coming back to PF and instantly like just destroying teams? Can you talk about that shift from game to game?
I never really destroyed teams when I came back. I just came back to be, kind of where I left off, just kind of a meh player. I have more to learn, so I don't think I've really ever quote unquote destroyed teams.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but TF2, I mean, it's fine. I would say playing PF helped me more in TF2 than TF2 has for PF, just because it's like an experience with teams. Because it's easier to be teammates on smaller teams than it is to be on larger ones. Like the format I play in TF2 is 9 people per team, so that's a little bit overwhelming. But I think playing with 4, 5 other people in PF has helped me do that. So.
Hmm. Okay. And do you see yourself becoming as good of a player as Quern since you guys both started at the same time? Do you see yourself ever getting up to the level that he has reached, or maybe he will reach?
Probably not. I don't think I'm ever gonna be like a top 5 player. I just don't think I have it.
Hmm.
I think it's either you have the potential to do it or you don't, and I don't think I do. So
Okay.
Quarren just understands the game better than I do. That guy's a better nader than I am. He's a better game sense than I do. The
Okay.
only thing that we're like similar on is like aim,
Hmm.
but even then, I think he's better than me on that. So I don't see myself ever reaching that.
Okay. And do you think that others would agree?
Uh, yeah, probably.
Okay.
I think that the consensus is that I'm probably past where I've probably maxed out, and I'm probably not going to be
Hmm.
like a top player anymore. I mean, I probably never was, but especially not anymore. So I think that's where common consensus is at, and I can't really disagree.
Okay. And do you see yourself? So do you see yourself showing up for your team when they need you the most? Currently?
Uh, I will certainly try to. I don't think I'm going to be topping any scoreboards, but I think I'll play to the best of my ability, and
I mean,
I'll do what I can.
that's all you can really ask for. So, but let's talk about Scalies since we're on the topic. Scalies has been projected as one of the worst teams, and I just don't see that. I don't see that. Can you tell us, since you're on the team, what has Scalies been doing to prove these doubters wrong, prove these haters wrong? What's in store for Scalies?
Well, I can't really drop our strats, but I think it's just we've been focusing on playing around each other and getting the team play down first and foremost because we're as individuals, sure we're not as strong as the other teams, but what we lack in individual capability, we're trying to make up for in really good team play. So I think
Okay.
that's what we're gonna try to accomplish.
Mm-hmm. All right. And do you think that a lot of people are saying that you're not top heavy? do you think that matters in a team like this where you're trying to play around each other? Where teams like Wigpad and teams like the Great Girth Nation or Remy's Money Crew or even Team Macaw might be trying to play for their best player, like Wigpad might be trying to play for Build or Macaw for Paradigm. Do you think that matters in a team like Scally's?
I think that it's just two different philosophies when coming to team building. I mean, we had that on in PFFL season 2 with Prius Gang. We just played to enable Pulse.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just who we played around, and he would drop like 70 a game and we would just win.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's when you have a player who's capable of doing that. I think it's perfectly fine to do that. When you don't really have a player who can do what the things like do the things that Pulse Drop does, um, uh, I think it's like what you need to make up for that the individual gap in team play and trading and stuff like that. And that's not to say like the players on Scalies are bad. They're far from it. They're very good.
Right.
But I mean, obviously, it goes. Yeah, it's not like a. It's a statement of fact that we don't have a pulse drop type player.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that our team play will take us far
That's good.
if we
That's
work
good.
at it. So
Okay. And let's back up to the overall draft itself. Do you see any players breaking out into like the top? I know we talked about X factors, but now do you see any players breaking out into the top like 15 besides Nokia, of course? Do you see any players really like getting that push that they need from this draft and breaking into like top player status?
I mean, Elias, Snaxus, you know, probably those two. Bounty could be a good pick.
Mm-hmm.
I think those three could
Okay.
do well.
Okay.
So, like fringe top 15 players, like who are like maybe like the 16th through 19th spots.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they have like a really good tournament, I think that they could make it far. So
That's fun. Well, thank you, Mr. Dakota. This is the end of the Conti podcast. It wasn't as long as our last one, but I think it was quite good. Thank you for joining me. Do you have any last words for the pod?
not really. Just we're gonna try to win, I guess. I don't know.
That's great. So, if you want to watch this, come by down to PFMM and join the server. I'll probably leave like the link somewhere when I post this video. Just Wet Tuesday. It probably won't get posted till like next week. Thank you for joining me, Dakota.
Thank you for having me.
All right, this is Conti signing off.